Walk around the compound.
Bubs! Bubs! Hi! Oh, come here! What are you doing? Oh my gosh, you're crazy. You're crazy. Hi. Hi, little Bubs. So, this is Bubs. This is Dakota's new puppy. Little German Shepherd. Yeah. Hi, bud. Hi. Yeah, you're very sweet. So, yeah. Look at him. Look at this teeny little thing. Oh! Oh my goodness! Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Zara is focused on me, and Mika is not factoring me into the equation, and Zara was targeting me and trying to be sneaky, and then Mika wanted to just bop Zara in the head. Zara's just like, no, you don't get it. There are some important things happening right now. Mika's like, yeah, bopping you in the head. That's what's more important than that. Had an event last night where we did like a grand opening of sorts for the cougar enclosure for Apollo and Lakai. We had care donors, and we had people who were integral into building the enclosure. We had folks from the Dallas Zoo, representatives from the zoo. Hi, Sugar Pie. Oh, look down that gullet. And they were here, and it was just basically this big kind of thing like, hey, our Venn diagrams are crossing, and this is a great thing, and this is very cool. Hi, me. How are you, bud? So you're gonna notice that some enclosures are gonna have like the pools, because we were doing little bobbing for melons, actually, bobbing for apples and bobbing for melons. And did so much prep work, so much kind of cleanup. Ew, boogers, eye boogers. Yeah, may have to do a procedure to get that cleaned up. He just gets irritated. He's got these little hairs. That kind of grow around, and they kind of. I think that some of them are kind of a little bit ingrown around his eyeball, and it's not like I can sit there. It's not like we can take a Kleenex or something like that and go inside, because then he might kind of get a little bitey. Hi, Noe. Wind is finally calming down. We had the tour going on last night, and we had a front pass through recently. We had the wind coming just from the north. Crazy. Just a bunch of wind. Ah! And, it was kind of chilly. It was just kind of chilly. And it's weird because it's mid-April. And I know that there's other places too. I mean, there's a bunch of other places that are getting... Oh, they're getting snow up in like Michigan and Minnesota. Like that. Oh, yeah. It's April. Yeah. April showers. April showers kill all the newly budded flowers, I guess. Because there's snow showers. That is kind of one of those things where, springtime is coming and all the flowers are like, oh, is it time? Is it time? Oh, I'm just going to just be alive. And then, the snow is just like, screw you! Ah! And the flower's like, I'm dying. Why? Why would you do this? It seems so very cruel. Hi. Oh. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hiya! Hiya! Ashanti. And Hanaya. So yeah, they're like, it spent a lot of time getting that whole thing squared away, that event. Hey, what are you doing? That was like all day yesterday. Yesterday was it was just getting all that stuff done for the big opening event. And then today, there were meetings, like board meeting stuff, you know. So we had things, and then there was also different cleanup things from the events. So now I'm getting to the end of my weekend, and this is like the first time I've actually gone out and done any sort of filming. I know, right? Because everything has just been busy. Busy. Hi, sugar pie. But I have enough time. I do have enough time to be able to get out and do a little bit of webcasting and fancy casting. I think that they're probably going to be slightly shorter, somewhat shorter-ish casts. We're putting the cast on a bit of a diet. I just want you to know that. Okay, diet cast. The casts have been a little bit bloated recently. Multiple scoops of cast potatoes being put onto the old plate there. And it's not good. It's coming up to swimsuit season, and we gotta start hunkering down. Can't be eating casts in that same kind of way. It's just gonna give you the old love handles. Beautiful day. Beautiful spring day. But had a good meeting. Got a lot of things kind of discussed and accomplished and reviewed, and it's just I really enjoy. I'm very happy to be working with the group of people that I do currently work with. It seems like it's very functional, and it's, of course, certainly things have been very functional. Well, we've increased the functionality of just the organization, just the administration of the organization as a whole, but definitely the board that we've got, the folks who are at the meeting today, great group. Just really look forward to doing, stuff and taking care further into the future. So, very happy for that. Very happy for that. Doodly-doo. And that's just based on the whole thing. You spend time in the past, and you get to know people, and you get to know like qualities of people and what types of people are good and performing certain types of roles and tasks. Oh my goodness, chompers. He just did a flop. He did a flop. How you doing, bud? You feeling okay? Feeling good? I love him so much. You don't get around so good all the time, but man, he's just a good boy. Oh, some cats got pinatas. Some of the cats got them pinatas. Like Savannah, she got herself a pinata. That was fun. There was like yeah, we had a bunch of different folks and keepers, you know, from the zoo, and it was great because yeah, there's other people, there's other volunteers, there's donors, there's adoptive parents. So, oh my goodness, hi, I didn't see you, Vol, I did not see you. That's Diwali. How are you? I did not see you. Had some of these different keepers. So I'm doing a tour, and I was the one that was doing the tour. But I'm doing a tour, and the people in there, they're either other people who work like with big cats, cougars, lions, tigers, stuff like that. And then there's other people who are just supporters of the facility. And then we also had other people who are just kind of satellite familiars. Your satellite familiar squad. Some of the folks that are just kind of around, and the event was there and they had the ability to go. And so it's like trying to cater to all of these different kind of knowledge bases. And that was it was actually a very interesting and kind of fun experience. It was a fun little challenge to try to make an engaging experience for everyone. Try to be informative for those who don't know that much about cats, but then at the same time, try not to say something like, "This is a tiger," to people who have experience already working with tigers. Do you know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of times where it's like, all right, if you're not a type of person that works in like a zoo or actually works with other cats and stuff, don't answer this question. Because I would do, you do like little Q&A kind of things like, okay, how many pounds does a baby tiger weigh on the first day it's born? And then, of course, the people, there's a lot of these, there's a group of young women. They were some of the keepers, and they were very excited, and just to see the whole thing, and also to see animals that they are taking care of, Apollo and Lakai, see the new home that they're in. So we're going around, and I'm asking questions, and then they'd be like, "Ooh," and I'm like, "Not you, not you, no, you. I know that you know the answer to that," and they're like, "Huh." ah. So yeah, it was really fun. They were very sweet. Everyone was really nice. And I think that a lot of the folks were very pleased, like very, very happy to see the amount of work and effort and care. Oh my goodness. Really trying to hold it together, guys. I'm really trying to hold it together. Things are starting to get a little bit dark. I'm getting tunnel vision. So, hold. Can I keep myself up? Oh my gosh, the dorbs. Hi. Yeah, you killed me. You know the tigers, they're deadly. Not just with their teeth and claws, but their cuteness as well. Absolutely. It's dangerous how they wield it. It's like they have like these Swiss Army knives. Very utilitarian about how they use their beauty and dorbusness. Oh my gosh, Z. But this was a really important event for us last night, because it was really important for us to be able to make sure that we were showing, this other organization who is putting a lot of trust and a lot of faith, and they're putting themselves out there. By having this sort of relationship with an organization like ours. And in the past, historically speaking, you have certain, not every zoological organization not every organization that takes care of wild animals is going to have the same kind of thing. And you have to realize that zoos have to be kind of leery, because there's other places like here, other kind of rescue-ish type places, who they have kind of a track record for being vocal and being kind of not pleasant, not expressing like the best, hi baby, oh my gosh, not always expressing publicly like the nicest things, not always saying the nicest things. So if you're a zoo, if you're like a person, if you know, and you're looking to try to get into a relationship with an organization such as ours, knowing that there's other places that do certainly, talk scheisse, as they say, well then, of course, again, like I said, that's when I say they're putting themselves out there, and they're putting trust and faith into us. And it was so very important that we are able to really try to show everyone that we just want this to be as good and as happy of a positive transition as possible, that we really appreciate everything that goes into the relationship. It's just a really important thing for us. And last night was a big part of showing that, of expressing that. And it was really important that we knew that they knew that their animals were being taken care of. Yeah. And I think that the keepers, and especially the keepers who very specifically took care of those boys, they were very happy. They were very pleased with how the boys seemed to be getting on and how the boys seemed to be doing. And that just makes us feel better. So we spent a long time. Heidi spent it's been weeks of preparing, and it's even like clearing out certain areas. That was basically the facility equivalent of our junk drawer. Yeah, everyone's gonna, what are you fuzzy thing doing in there? Get out of here, fuzzy thing! I'm gonna get the sheriff on you. I'm gonna call it. Yeah. But we just had oh gosh, years and years worth of excess building materials and fencing and stone and brick, old pools and tools and just things where it's okay, and don't get me wrong, a lot of that stuff, it's for a long time, it kind of looks like it's kind of junk. A lot of it was, but a lot of it you definitely use. But we went through and cleaned out all of the stuff. There was just stuff, metal and stone and cages and pools and things from there, all the way up to the trees up over here. So we kept all the stuff, of course, that we wanted to keep, and then hauled off. I think Heidi told me Calvin took 11 trailer loads. 11 trailer loads of just, scrap and stuff. Stuff that had just been sitting there. Oh my gosh, stinky face. Stinky face. And I guess that's also another thing, because we were going through the barn. We we really cleaned up that barn. It was an opportunity to kind of really go, also there were certain things you probably don't even realize. Calvin did a lot of things as far as flattening out a lot of the ground. We did a lot of pasture clearing, which that's a huge thing, especially going up into the spring and summer months when you start experiencing more drought times, that you want to minimize your fire hazards, which keeping that grass down in the surrounding area, super important. Super important. So it's one of the most important things that we can do out here. So that was done. So yeah, it's kind of like spring cleaning. Really is like spring cleaning for the compound. But that barn, holy crap. But this is the other thing. We've had to kind of adjust our thinking a bit. And you have to kind of acknowledge, of course, where we were in the past and then where we are now. And where we were in the past, of course, we were running on a shoestring budget. We struggled, and I've talked about this a lot of times, but we struggled for years and years and years. And it's one of those kind of things where it's like you have to scrimp and save and odds and ends. And we were even talking about this, how let's say that we would have to dismantle some of the wood housing that we had, some of the boxes or the platforms. So we would have people dismantling boxes and platforms, and then we'd have another person, their job all day was to rip the nails out and then hammer them straight and put them in a bucket so that we could reuse them. We reuse the nails. I mean, stuff like that. I can't tell you just how many like, you know, like maybe there's a can of a very specific type of epoxy that is only ever used for certain types of situations, and there's like that much left at the bottom. It's like, well, you never know, we gotta save it. You know how much this stuff costs. But it's all of that is based on this idea that like we were scrimping and struggling, and money was so tight for so long that we're saving the facility and the construction equivalent of like ketchup packets everywhere we go. You know? So we're able to kind of do like I'm not trying to say, yeah, we just we just throw everything out, you know? Yeah, just take a couple bites of the burger and just throw that thing in the trash. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that we're at all wasteful. That's certainly not the impression I'd ever want to give. Certainly not. And actually, those years of scrimping and saving have taught us how to be extraordinarily efficient and only get the things that we need in the amounts that we need them. Where is Melita? I didn't see her. Hold on. There she is. I was walking around being just like, all right, Derek, just count to 3. Take a deep breath. She's got to be in here somewhere. I was looking in the corners. I was looking all over the place. I was like, what? Where the F is she? No. She's in there. She's in there. I am not going to have this conversation with Heidi. Ring, ring. Hey, what's up, honey? Like, yeah, Melita. She's not in her cage. What? Where is she? I have no idea. How is there? No, nothing is open. There's no. The locks are locked. What is she like? Did she escape? She's got to be in there somewhere. Houdini. What happened? Did aliens come and take her? Mita Pita. Mita Pita, you gave me a little bit of a startle. A little bit of a startle. I guess what I was saying is the years that we've spent scrimping and saving taught us how to be efficient. And then now, though, we're not... What I was trying to say is that we're comfortable, like, actually, like, identifying crap. Not, like, being hoarders. Like, you never know. Like, no... You know what? Hey, we can go out and buy... Hey, we can buy a new box of nails. That's great. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is we're actually doing well enough financially where we can procure quality products for the projects that we are conducting, and we know how to achieve project completion in a very efficient manner, but at the same time we are not keeping stuff that is dead weight and junk and garbage, all that stuff. So yeah. And Melita's in her cage and everything's good. All right, I've got a fancy cast that I have to film, and I do also have another webcast that I have to film because we're gonna go. This is my last day here. I've got a couple more things to do. I've got laundry. We're gonna try to spend some more time as a family together, And yeah, because the weekend was hectic, so time is limited, so I am sorry about that. You're going to have to either watch the fancy cast to see Raleigh Zubiri and Boomer and Slade and the Lemurs and stuff like that, or you're going to have to wait until the Thursday cast, because I am stopping things right here, right now. Deal with it. Write a letter to your congressperson telling them, like, hey, like, you didn't show Boomer and Slade in this one. Something needs to be done about this. Anyway, I'll talk at you folks later. All right. Bye-bye. Hashtag Dorbs Award. Comments below. Like and subscribe. Bye-bye.